April 17th. We're on pages 40 and 41. It's the All About Nature article, and we are talking all about contrails, a trail of cloud out of the blue.
没错，我们今天要继续跟各位介绍划破天际的这个飞机云。我们昨天很简单的说明一下这种飞机云它出现的原理，对不对？就像我们在冷天的时候，我们呼气会出现的一样。那如果说今天你碰到越是越冷，好越湿的这种空气的话，它那个飞机云那种凝结云的话，会特别长、特别清楚。
Did you ever stare at the clouds and look for things in them?
Yeah.
And like, did you ever try to find something in particular, or just like suddenly you see something?
I usually look at the clouds and see, sometimes I see animals, I see faces.
Animals and faces.
Yeah.
You know what I always think is really special? When we can leave like the big city and we look at the sky and the stars at night, and you see not a contrail, but you see the Milky Way, you see like the clouds in outer space. That's so cool. Like that's still super cool to me.
没错，老师提到说呢，其实他问我说，我们平常有没有习惯看天空啊？你会不会特别找什么东西啊？我说平常没事的时候会看云，然后看它们变成各种形状，有的时候会变成脸啊，变成动物。那老师就说，其实事实上他也非常喜欢看。甚至他看到那种天空里面，有时候看到那种银河，对不对？你会看到说，哇，在白天的时候非常非常美，非常非常那个，我很喜欢在白天的时候找月亮，月亮其实白天也在。
Yeah, it's cool to see. I agree.
没错。
All right, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we got paragraph 1.
Contrails, a trail of cloud out of the blue. Some people often mistake contrails for chemical trails or chemtrails. People have even claimed that the trails left behind by planes contain chemicals purposely released into the atmosphere. Some believe that governments are spraying chemicals for various purposes, such as to change the weather or to control the population with drugs. However, these conspiracy theories lack proof. After looking into these claims, scientists have stepped forward to dismiss them. Contrary to what some people believe, scientists have explained that contrails are not directly harmful to humans. Contrails that last for a long time, though, might become an increasingly serious problem for the environment. In particularly ideal conditions, some contrails can spread and form cirrus clouds that last for hours. These artificial cirrus clouds can cool the planet by blocking radiation from the sun and reflecting it back into space. However, they also trap heat from the Earth's surface and stop it from escaping into space. This effect is a major concern for scientists, as contrails can play a part in global warming. In recent years, studies around contrails have become more precise. Scientists, as well as airlines and plane manufacturers, are making ongoing efforts to deal with the problem.
All right, friends, we're back with paragraph 1 on day 2 of contrails, and today we're talking about how some people think these are a little scary. Let's see. Some people often mistake contrails for chemical trails or chemtrails.
好，我们来看第一段第一句话哦，在这一句话里面有一个非常重要的用法，叫 mistake A for B。如果说今天就说你不小心有人把你误认成明星，对不对 ？Mistake you for a celebrity。好，这个时候你可以用 mistake A for B 来表达这样的概念。所以这句话就说啦 ，Some people often mistake contrails for chemical trails or chemtrails。所以这边的话 ，contrails 我们昨天讲过是 condensation trails 的这个简称嘛，凝结云。但是呢，这边的 chemical trails 好指的是化学的这种药剂，好化学的这种 trail， 还有一个简称叫做 chemtrail。这个 chemical 的 CHEN， 好前面这个字头配上 trail 这个字，就变成 chemtrail。
So a chemtrail it's called a conspiracy theory. We think some people are secretly doing a bad thing to hurt others. Conspiracy theory. Did you know anybody that believed in chemtrails?
No, not really.
I knew a dude in high school, no, maybe college, and he believed all the conspiracy theories. I mean, all of them. All the time. So yeah,
wow.
I know all about chemtrails because this guy loved to talk about them.
Yeah, 所以老师就提到说，很多人呢就觉得说那个 chemical trails or chemtrails 这是一种阴谋论 conspiracy theory， 待会我后面会提到这个字。那老师说，问我说，我有没有碰过这种身边有会一直讲阴谋论这种人？我说哇还好。他说他在大概大学的时候，有一个人他就是相信政府会做一些很阴险的事情。
Every conspiracy theory. Actually, Gang Yunlai, his name was Anthony.
Oh, really? Oh,
that's okay. You've made up for it. You've made up for the crazy Anthony I knew. Okay. People even claimed that the trails left behind by planes contain chemicals purposely released into the atmosphere. This is a hard sentence. Let's break it down in Chinese, then we'll do the English.
好，所以这边的话，我们先看一下。他说 ，People have even claimed that. Claim 这个字的话，帮我把它圈起来。Claim 就是声称、宣称。这个字在使用的时候，它其实背后告诉你是，虽然有人这样讲，但背后没有证据。好，没有证据去证明这件事情。这是 claim 这个字在使用的时候，它背后的意涵。然后 that the trails left behind by planes， 好，这些飞机遗留下来这些轨迹呢，这种飞机的云呢 ，contain chemicals， 好，它里面包含了有化学物质 ，purposely released into the atmosphere。这边话就很阴险了，他说 purposely 就是故意要去释放在大气层里头的，哇，感觉像是在空中撒毒气那种感觉呢。
All right, so I'll break this down in English. Anthony did such a good job here. So when we claim something, we say it without proof or evidence. You're just saying that, okay? Maybe you can give proof later, but right now you are just saying it. And when we leave something behind, we go from a place and we don't take something. When something contains something, it just means have. You can write have down here. Let's look at purposely. Anthony said 故意的. Usually we say on purpose. 不要 ly, don't say on purposely. That's wrong. When we do something on purpose, that means we wanted to do it. It's not an accident. So they are spraying chemicals into the atmosphere, the sky, and they wanted to do it. It wasn't an accident. Oh, 不小心, this is a low出来. No, they wanted to do this. All right. Some believe that governments are spraying chemicals for various purposes, such as to change the weather or to control the population with drugs.
哇，太阴险了吧！甚至有些人他说啊 ，some believe that， 有些人甚至认为怎么样 ？Governments are spraying chemicals. Spraying 的意思就是喷洒的意思。你可能有听过，比方说发胶那种 hair spray， 对不对？好，那个
spray your hands with alcohol.
所以这个的话 ，spray 就是喷洒的意思。它会喷洒这些化学物质呢，好 ，for various purposes， 有各式各样背后的目的。好，这样子，他说 ，such as to change the weather， 要么就是呢要改变这种天气，或者呢 to control the population with drugs。甚至要去做人口的控制，可能让你们这些人都无法生育。哇，这太阴险了，这好。
This is what crazy Anthony believed, that the chemtrails would control the population, so people can't have too many babies, and then other countries can catch up. So, for example, he specifically said they sprayed chemtrails so people in the United States can't have babies, and people like in China can have more babies. Why? I don't know, but he explained that. That was his argument. However, he did say, and I thought he was crazy, he says, in the Vietnam War, the United States tried to make it rain more. They would spray chemicals into the clouds to make it rain more so that the enemy couldn't run away. The ground would be too wet. They would move slower, and then you could find them. I was like, dude, you're crazy. That one's actually true. So that was the hard part. He would sometimes have something correct. So because this part is right, this crazy part is also right.
Oh, I see.
He was a crazy friend.
老师在讲到他大学认识那个 Antony， 很多很奇妙的讲法。他就甚至讲到说呢，就是说在越南战争的时候呢，那个美国就会使用一些方式让雨下的更多，下了之后呢，它就会变得很泥泞，他们这个敌人在下面就很难行走，就更容易找到他们。在 麻烦的问题在于说，这个东西他觉得说那也太夸张了嘛，这个东西是真的，
是真的，真的。
可是呢，他有时把真的东西跟假的东西混在一起的时候，有时候你也都不知道该不该相信他。
So in 1973, the United Nations made it illegal to try to change the weather of a country. Because if we get too good at it, a really powerful country could say, no more rain for your crops and fruit and vegetables unless you give us money or give us whatever. And so the UN made this illegal in 1973. That's true.
哇哦！所以1973年的时候，那时候甚至是美国可以用一些方式去控制天气，只是到后来，如果这个东西可以变成合法的话，那边很多有这种控制能力的国家就可以去这些，就有点像是这些穷国家去勒索，说你不给我这个，我就让你们下不出雨，然后你们全部农作就毁掉这样子。所以到后来就被这个 UN 联合国给禁止了。
All right. However, these conspiracy theories lack proof. Jianming, oh, that's such a good word. Proof is uncountable.
好，在这边的话，我们看到这句话说 ，However, these conspiracy theories， 好，这些阴谋论呢 lack proof， 好，这个是没有任何证据的 ，lack 就是缺少的意思 ，proof 的话就是证据。
After looking into these claims, these things we say are true without evidence, scientists have stepped forward to dismiss them. So scientists said, hey, this is not true.
没错，他就告诉你说 ，After looking into these claims， 在这边我们会看到 claims 又出现了。然后特别注意的话是，刚刚我们看到那个 claim 是动词，它也可以当名词来使用，就是这些说法、这些声称的说法，在我们仔细去认识，是调查 looking into these claims。Scientists have stepped forward， 好，这个科学家就冲出来说，等等，你们不能这样子造谣啊 ，to dismiss them， 开始驳斥这些荒诞的这种说法。
When we step forward, this means that we say we want to help. So think of soldiers like in a movie, right? They say, who can do this dangerous thing? And some very brave soldiers take one step forward. That means saying, I can do it. That's what this is from.
就出面的感觉。
Okay, let's take a break. And when we come back, we got paragraph 2. Okay, friends, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're on pages 40 and 41, and we're talking about chemtrails today. These are the bad, scary contrails that we learned about yesterday. And so some scientists have stepped forward and said, we will tell you why this doesn't make sense. Let's learn about this. Contrary to what some people believe, scientists have explained that contrails are not directly harmful to humans.
好，我们在这一段的话，基本上我们上一段曾经提到说，这个科学家出面驳斥这些阴谋论的事情。那这一段就告诉你说，为什么其实这些东西是荒诞的，事实是什么？他就告诉你说 ，Contrary to what some people believed， 跟一些人看法呢是相反的。Contrary 的意思就是指相反哦。Scientists have explained that contrails are not directly harmful to humans. 事实上呢，这些科学家讲说，我们看到这些凝结云、飞机云呢，并不会直接的对人类带来危害。be harmful are not directly harmful to humans. 这个 to 的话可以帮我圈起来。Be harmful to somebody 就是对什么人造成了危害。
Xiaoxin, don't say painful here. Harmful and painful are not the same thing. Sometimes some people make that mistake. Let's highlight, have explained that. So we use the present perfect tense here because it means recently. So 从你开始讲到这个chemtrails 怎么样到现在最近 scientists are telling you that's not true. So we still have that 影响 from the scientists telling us. Now we understand because 在过去他们有解释这个事情. So now we understand it. We have the experience of it. Contrary in Latin means contrary. It's literally a Latin word. So it's contrary 的拉丁文就是相反. It's the same word. Isn't that funny?
好诶
I was like, oh, this is like the same word. 还好不用想
对，赞。
Okay, contrails that last for a long time, though, might become an increasingly serious problem for the environment.
好，在这边的话，你会看到一个 though 在句子里头，它是有一点点，它有点像 however， 但是是弱版的 however， 就顺便告诉你说，哎，有这样的现象，所以它告诉你说 contrails that last for a long time。但是呢，然而呢，遗留时间比较长的这种凝结尾或是飞机云呢，会造成什么样的状况 ？Might become an increasingly serious problem for the environment。还顺便注记一下 might 这个字 ，might 的话也是提到说有这个可能性，但是没有很斩钉截铁的讲说哦一定会这个样子。所以说，在科学家你可以看到从这个 though 跟 might 可以告诉你说，科学家对这件事情是有所保留，哎，不会特别强化说这个很危险。
Okay, dude, okay, here we go. This is great. Ready? All right. In particularly ideal conditions. So like in super perfect weather. In particularly ideal conditions, some contrails can spread and form cirrus clouds that last for hours. Okay, let's translate this first.
好，所以我们现在看下一句话，他就说 in particularly ideal conditions， 在那种状况特别好的情况之下呢 ，some contrails 有些这种凝结云可以怎么样 ？can spread 慢慢扩散 and form cirrus clouds。这个 cirrus clouds 是卷云的意思 ，that lasts for hours， 而且数小时都不会散哦。
Now, cirrus clouds sounds a lot like serious, so you can compare those two words from our last sentence. Serious, cirrus clouds. Sounds very similar. Cirrus is also a Latin word. Do you know what it means in Latin?
Layers?
No, it means 触手, like tentacles.
Oh, tentacles.
Yeah,
cool.
seen it, right? Because it's sort of like fingers. So, like you think of like a happy, pretty cloud, and now it's just like some gross like 章鱼. It's like, yeah, that's what it means. Tentacles.
Tentacles.
That sounds way worse.
哦，真糟糕哎！这 cirrus 原来是意思就是章鱼的那种触手的感觉。
Really, the Latin means like long, thin lines, but it's the word for like 章鱼的那个。哦，蛮恶心的。All right, these artificial cirrus clouds can cool the planet by blocking radiation from the sun and reflecting it back into space.
好，现在要告诉你说呢 ，these artificial cirrus clouds， 好，这些这种人造的卷云呢，好处是什么呢 ？Can cool the planet， 好，能让我们地球能够降温。怎么做呢 ？By blocking radiation from the sun， 能够隔绝这种太阳过来的这种辐射。然后呢 ，and reflecting it back into space， 把它挡回去，噔，反弹回到太空里头。
Yeah, so artificial sounds like a really ugly word today. Like artificial means it's not real, it's man-made. And we usually try to avoid artificial foods and flavors and colors. Artificial, 前面有 ART, like 美术品, right? That's because artificial actually means handicraft. Like the word artificial actually means like the old art people would make by hand. This literally means man-made by your hand.
哦，原来如此，所以 artificial， 你听到人造的时候，它其实前面这个 artificial 这个地方其实是跟人，好像就以前的人他用手去制作，哈 handcraft or handcrafted 那样的感觉。
Yeah, which sounds a lot nicer. Handcrafted sounds a lot nicer than artificial. Artificial sounds bad. They actually literally mean the same thing a long time ago. Okay, so radiation is just the sun, the light, and the heat from our star, right? Let's continue. However, they also trap heat from the Earth's surface and stop it from escaping into space. This is the problem with the planet Venus, right? The sun doesn't get in and it can't escape, and it creates like a really hot place.
没错，就很像是那个在天文学里面，你会看到金星，很多人他会去研究金星，它的那个温度很高，不是因为它靠近太阳，而是因为它的那个表面有一层这个好像是硫化物的东西，然后到后来的话变成是它里面的热气都跑不出来，所以我们上一句看到说，哦，它可以阻挡这个来自太阳的这种辐射能，可以把它挡掉，然后好高兴哦。可是怎么样，我们地球产生的热气也出不去，所以你看这边这句话，他说 ，However, they also trap heat from the Earth's surface， 它能够把这个热气锁在地球的这个表面哦 ，and stop it from escaping into space， 所以这个热气也没有办法散到外太空。
All right, let's continue. This effect is a major concern for scientists as contrails can play a part in global warming.
好，再来最后看这句话，他说 This effect is a major concern. A major concern 的话，就是大家很关注、很关心的一件事情。For scientists， 好，科学家很关心。As 这个 as 指的是 because 的意思，因为呢 ，contrails can play a part in global warming。因为呢，这个凝结尾很有可能是造成全球暖化的因素之一哦。
Okay, ready? Here's another problem. So Anthony, he used to tell us, you know, which is also true. This is also true. In the 1970s, 1970年代, we weren't afraid of global warming. We were afraid of global cooling. We were afraid of everything getting too cold. And so these contrails, Yunben, they think that, oh, we can make these to trap the heat in the earth and make it warmer. They wanted to trap the heat on the earth. And now we're like, no. Global cooling, making everything cold is not the problem. Like all the temperatures changing is not good.
啊，没错，所以在1970年代的时候，大家其实还比较害怕说，我们地球呢可能温度会越来越低，越来越低，还希望用这种方式去把这个热气留住，对不对？然后想不到时至今日呢，反正都是太热了，赶快想办法处理这个问题。
Right, so scientists wanted to trap the heat. So there were some scientists saying this was a good thing and just,
我们要调整。
It's because some things he said were true and some things were crazy. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we got our final paragraph. Okay, friends, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're starting our final and tiny paragraph here about chemtrails. We learned that the chemtrails maybe we're trapping heat in the earth and could make the world too warm. Or some people think that maybe you can't have children because of the chemicals in the air. Let's continue to our final paragraph. In recent years, studies around contrails have become more precise. They've become more accurate.
Yeah, 我们来看最后这一段的第一句话，他说 In recent years， 好，在近年来呢，好，这样你看到 in recent years 后面往往会搭配的是现在完成式，所以你看这边 studies around contrails have become more precise， 这个 have become 就是我刚刚讲的现在完成式嘛。那关于这个凝结尾的研究呢，开始越来越的精确了。你可以用 precise 这个字，你也可以用老师刚刚讲这个字 accurate， 它的拼法是 accurate，accurate 就是精确的意思。
All right, scientists as well as airlines and plane manufacturers are making ongoing efforts to deal with the problem. This is a very tricky sentence. You probably will need to practice some of these words. Anthony, let's read this again slowly.
所以这边的话，它这句话是说 scientists as well as airlines and plane manufacturers are making ongoing efforts to deal with the problem. 那在这边的话，你会看到 as well as 其实就是 and 的意思。你看，你说这里面有什么科学家嘛，还有 airlines 航空公司，还有什么 plane manufacturers 制造飞机的制造商呢？这三方 are making ongoing efforts. Ongoing means 一直持续不断的这种感觉，持续的努力去解决这个问题。
Yeah, continuing efforts. So, airlines means airplane companies. We don't like to say that, though. We always say airlines. And manufacturers are the people that make the planes. Man here, 不是男人. It means your hand. And facturer, F-A-C-T, is the Latin word for easy. This is a place where it's easy to make airplanes because airplanes are very big. You probably can't make them in like your backyard.
没错，所以这个 manufacturer 它这个 man 的地方指的就不是指男人，而是手。OK， 那个 facturer 这个 fac 它这个字根的话，其实就是指 make something easier， 容易去做的意思。
All right, and so what's the problem? Maybe like airplanes have less pollution, there's less like blowing things off, so there's less chemtrails or contrails, so people don't think about contrails. But who knows? Okay, so for that today, I guess we're done. We're enjoying the school. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Anthony.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.